This exercise is split squat. What it is, it looks a lot like a squat, except that it's all on one leg. We're going to take the other leg out of the equation, usually with a bench or a chair or a stool like this, something solid. Let me show you the exercise and then we can talk about the different coaching points. So I guess we start with a squat. Hips go back, chest is up. There's your squat. In a split squat, we take this out of the way. I like the flat of the foot down on the bench with enough space so that when you perform the exercise, you're not going to press in hard here in this soft tissue, so at the bottom of the shin, in between the foot. You don't want to aggravate this, so you're going to be kind of resting almost on the laces of the trainer. And then you're going to sink back. The weight distribution is sort of back here a little, so you don't want to be forwards over the knee, aggravating the knee with the ball of the foot, but instead you're really over that heel, mid-thigh, and then you can really use that heel contact to get the pelvis drive and get the glutes to really work. Some people do it like this. I don't like that. I think it really pushes the wrong way through the hip, so I'm going to tell you to do it through the kind of laces down position that I've just talked about here. In terms of legs, you notice the knee trails behind. That's really because you're going to need enough distance from where you are. If you were all in line here, where the knees are lined up, you wouldn't really have anywhere to go. So you'll need to be here. You don't want to be too far forwards, and you'll just naturally find that it's not a million miles off 45 degrees, but it doesn't have to be exactly 45 degrees. That knee will just be a little bit further back. And really what it's enabling you is the space in the room. So when your hips go backwards, chest up, like we do in a squat and a split squat, that you have the room behind you. Of course, once you stand up, as well as needing the room behind you to go back, you're going to want to be able to straighten up. And so that's going to dictate how far you are away from the bench. Yeah, there we are really. So I'll just show you one more time. Chest up, hips back, through the heel, yeah, whole thigh, glutes and pelvis, that's your driver. And there you go. Careful not to power this up. So when you do go down, stay loose here. You might have some engagement for balance. But if this gets tight and you start kind of pushing into that stool behind you, then it's going to interact with the hip and the quad. It actually could get a little bit sore here. So you're going to keep that loose. A good tip for that is if you're sort of off balance just before you go, don't go down while you're still off balance, or that leg will fire up to try and balance you. You want to feel balance before each and every rep, and then you can really go down on that leg and through that heel without this all needing to fire up, and then you can put all your strength, your balance, your effort through that front leg.